What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the NBA's playoff series between the Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Lakers. And as we know, the Los Angeles Lakers have been eliminated by the Denver Nuggets for the second year in a row. Now, granted, the Lakers, after coming out of the play-in tournament, ultimately becoming the seventh seed to play the number 2 seed in the Denver Nuggets. It was going to be tough. We know that. Just looking at it top to bottom, we know that the Lakers are talented. Having LeBron, having Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, it's a formidable five. The same five that ultimately did lose to the Nuggets last season in the Western Conference Finals. With another year under their belt, you look at the Lakers and you said, okay, maybe they had a chance. Every game in this series, the Lakers, if not having a lead, would have a double-digit lead. So the Nuggets were playing from behind in a few of these games. You look at game 1 and the Lakers lose that game. You look at game 2 and the Lakers lose that game. They go back home having a lead and the Lakers lose, and the Lakers ultimately lose that game. They come back in game 4 to win that game, and they start to get some traction. You start to hear the rumblings of, can the Lakers do it? Can the Lakers be the first team to come back? And ultimately, I just feel like the Nuggets just were too much. Whether it was Jamal Murray, whether it was Nikola Jokic, whether it was Michael Porter Jr., the prowess of guys like Aaron Gordon. But you just look at what the Lakers weren't able to do for another year in a row, and that is beat a Denver Nuggets team who didn't play their best basketball in game 5. Didn't play their best basketball in game 5. But over the course of this series, you look at what they were able to accomplish. We see Jamal Murray and his injury status, game time decision for game 5, and absolutely put on a show. Put on an absolute show. This Lakers team with LeBron, 21st season, 39 years old. So I'm going to do a separate video on what I think the Lakers should do going forward and what LeBron James may do going forward. But when I look at the Los Angeles Lakers and them losing a second year in a row to the Denver Nuggets, there has to be something to be done. Now, I don't know if that's coaching. I don't know if that's, now granted, right? Anthony Davis did suffer an injury to begin the second half of game 5. He wasn't able to pretty much use, I believe it was his left arm too much throughout the remainder of the game. But that's no excuse. He stayed on the floor. LeBron did ultimately choose to be the offensive catalyst and take the game over in the second half for the Lakers. But again, like I said, you're going to need more if you're going up against a team like Denver. When you have Michael Porter Jr. doing what he does, when you have Joker doing what he does, and Jamal Murray ultimately taking games over like he's done in the past so many times, the Lakers just did not have enough. Now, some people may think, like, if Anthony Davis would have been able to play and be healthy throughout the remainder of that game, the Lakers could have won, which may be true. But being as though things are the way they are, and Jamal Murray hit another game-winner shot versus the Los Angeles Lakers, they were right there, but they just did not have enough, and that's what separates winning teams from teams that ultimately go home. Now, if you are the Nuggets, I'll speak to this in a preview video. They will be facing the Minnesota Timberwolves in the next round. So that's going to be that's a whole nother conversation. But if you ask me, and you ask me, what should the Lakers have ultimately lost that play-in game to get the 8th seed to play the Thunder? In my opinion, no. You want to be able to rest your guys. You want to be able to have your guys, sitting and resting, as opposed to playing with another game on the line. And who knows what would have happened had they been in another game. Who knows? But when I look at what the Nuggets did in this series, the play of Joker, the play of Murray, the play of Gordon, the play of Porter Jr. Now, when you look at it and you look at each game, now if you want to break each game down individually, the Lakers were on the brink of being swept. That did not come to pass. They lose in 5. What could have happened or could not have happened? I think another telling story in Game 5 was them choosing to challenge the block shot late by Anthony Davis on Joker, which ultimately led to them losing their last and final timeout. Jamal Murray did make the shot to ultimately end the game, but it was about 3 seconds left. If you're Darvin Ham and you have a timeout, you can call that, draw up a play, and ultimately get something other than a last heave to end the game. And like I said, this is something that attests to coaching. Of course you want to challenge that call because that was a big call, but you lose that last and final timeout. So that really hurts you when it comes to strategy, and make no mistake, this was a heavyweight fight in Game 5. They were going back and forth, haymaker after haymaker. It was just the first team to ultimately give up towards the end of the game. And like I said, this Lakers team going to the Western Conference Finals a year ago, losing to the Denver Nuggets again in the first round. Ultimately, we know they cannot beat this Denver Nuggets team. LeBron is older. AD did play a ton of games this year, but when you look at it on paper, when you look at this team versus the Denver Nuggets, it was just too much for the Los Angeles Lakers to withstand. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Denver Nugget fans, Los Angeles Lakers fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.